Hey folks, welcome to another Mauihowey video. Today we are at Belle Isle, and yes, I remembered to bring my phone this time. Last time we came I forgot my phone and we had to do a quick change and count it alive from here. So let's see who's been here. Mine, hello if you're still here. Eric, hello. CJ, hi, how are you? Hopefully you guys are all still here. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Last week we were in San Antonio and it was 98 degrees and I was cooking. It was hot, hot, hot. Today we are on Belle Isle and it's at least a 30-degree difference right now. A little bit chilly out here. It's supposed to warm up later in the day. I'm going to turn this around so we can get a look around here and show you everything. All right, there's the pathway. We're just going to walk along. I'll show you as we come on down. That's the Belle Isle Bridge. So we are on an island. Belle Isle is an isle, it's an actual island in between the United States and Canada. It is the United States property. It's property, it's part of Michigan. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about Belle Isle, that's where they used to have the Grand Prix. They moved it back downtown Detroit now, but they used to race the Grand Prix here. Now they've moved it. Take a quick look across the Detroit River here. Nice little park here. I was going to come yesterday, but Sundays are real busy, so I decided not to. And then we'll walk up and you get a little bit better view. For people who know Detroit, that's the Renaissance building. It used to be occupied by General Motors. They've since moved their headquarters, so it's a little bit different. I think they're going to go ahead and turn them into condominiums. Probably pretty pricey condominiums, but that's what I think they're turning the Ren Center into. So let's start walking. I'm in the shadows, it's a bit cool. Hope everybody's having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Oh, everybody came on, sorry. Julia, how are you? I didn't roll up. Good to see you. CJ's here. Mine, Douglas, good to see you. She's cool. Brett, how are you? Yep, we are at Belle Isle. Like I said, last week we were in San Antonio. I did my first stream from Padre Island, Corpus Christi, and it was hot. It was every bit of 98 degrees out on the beach. And then, oh, I'll bet you're exhausted. That puppy's probably going. And then the next day we went to, we were back in San Antonio. I did one from the River Walk, which actually did great. A lot of people showed up for the River Walk. And I was going to come out yesterday, but the weekends are kind of busy here on Belle Isle, so we came out on a Monday. We're going to do a little walk. Hopefully we'll get a few people showing up, say hi. Had a huge turnout last week. See some of the freighter just passed by. The other side's a nice walk for the freighters. Yeah, we had a big turnout last week. I don't know if we'll get anybody today or not. It's a Monday morning, Monday night in Thailand, so just going to go ahead and walk around the island, take a look, see the city. Now right across, you see the bridge. I don't know if you guys can see the bridge, but right across is Canada, and that is Windsor. So the little town right across from Detroit, where the freighter's going by now, that is called Windsor. And they have a casino there. Nice little town, some real good restaurants there. Beautiful waterfront. And we are on the island in between, Belle Isle. I wanted to see the fountain. It was being worked on a month ago when we came up here when Cal did her live stream. Hey Gary, how are you? How is Bangkok? Nice and hot? See, you and Bobby and Jai had, you and your beautiful lady and Bobby and Jai had dinner there. I guess they're getting ready. I don't know if they've left yet or they're getting ready to leave. Yeah, real great park, real nice park here. So nice. Detroit River flows between Lake St. Clair and Lake Erie. And if you keep going north, it goes all the way up into Lake Huron. So there's Lake Erie, Detroit River, then you've got St. Clair, Lake St. Clair, then you've got the St. Clair River, and then you have Lake Huron. So that's how they all get connected. That's why you've seen the freighter going by. Very nice, relaxing place here. I was going to start and walk the beach, but beaches are back for Thailand. I did a beach last week. Just out for a nice walk today. Yeah, they all met up. It was a short video, CJ. They all met up, went out for dinner. Bobby, Jai, Gary, and I can't remember your wife's name. Gary, I'm sorry. Bad with names. Is it Om? Anyway, Gary and his beautiful wife. Oh, Patia tomorrow. There you go. How long you staying there? Bobby leaves tomorrow for U.S. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm good. I don't have the best of memories, but I did remember. Awesome. Yeah, it seems like they went out and had a nice dinner, had fun in Bangkok a little bit. Yeah, Bobby's leaving. I think they're only coming back for a couple months. Take care of business back here, back in the States, and then head back. You're 3 days in Pattaya. How long are you going to be in Bangkok total, Gary? Oh, in Thailand, not Bangkok. And by the way, can you guys hear me okay? I got my wireless mic on. It's a bit breezy here. It's a beautiful day out. Nice and sunny, but it is chilly. Went from 98 degrees last week to, I think it was 68 when we got here on the island. 10-4 on the sound. Okay, good. On the 26th, okay, so today's what, the 18th, 19th, so you guys got another week or so, huh? Yeah, I'm happy it cooled down too. It was just too hot for, this is a hot year here. It's like, I think I read something like 17 or 18 days of 90 or more. So it was warm here this year. Last year it was pretty chilly. I'm walking slowly today, not in no hurry. Kind of sad that I missed the big freighter when it was coming up the channel there. That would have been cool for everybody to see. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. Helps my algorithm. I think everybody loved to see San Antonio. I had 1,000 views on my live stream last week for San Antonio. I told Cal I had 1,000 views last week. I'll be lucky if I get 100 this week. Nobody wants to see Detroit. They want to see San Antonio. But my city of Detroit, I love. It's a fun city to walk around. Maybe I'll have to do a live walking around downtown Detroit so people get a look at the city streets and that everybody thinks it's so bad. We'll walk up and down, go down by Greektown and over by the ballparks and down by the riverfront. It's actually a beautiful city. Like most cities, it gets a little rough on the outskirts, but I'm going to walk over the little fence. Probably not supposed to do it, but I'm going to walk over so I can stay close to the waterfront. Hey, Julia, do you know if the Gordie Howe Bridge is open yet or not? I know this one is open. They were saying August it was supposed to open. That is strictly for trucks, though. But that ought to make a huge difference for people traveling back and forth to Canada, eh? Because they'll be able to go through the tunnel. No trucks can go through the tunnel, but they'll be able to go through the tunnel or take the Ambassador Bridge. Yeah, it's a cool city. I mean, I like it. There's lots to do in the city. They always got something going on. Of course, Detroit has all 4 sports teams. You know, basketball, baseball, football, and hockey. So there's always games going on and lots of little places to go eat in the city. Definitely a good time. Take a look out here, just so everybody can get a quick peek. Real nice look at the city. That freight is about to go underneath the ambassador. There's areas that are rough. It's an old city. Obviously, it started booming with the cars when they were building cars here. So it is an old city. But there's so many beautiful places here. Okay, coming back this way. Make sure I didn't lose Cal. Okay. Keep walking. Yeah, I mean, it was rough about 20, 25 years ago. And it's still rough areas there. I mean, you don't get a bad nickname for being great, but you know, I have some friends that went ahead, a couple friends that went ahead and did a video, and the 2 places they stopped in Michigan were Flint and Detroit, and they really didn't even go into the city. They went ahead and they went through the outskirts and kept going, and they did a video about how bad Michigan was. And I says, how can you even do that? Michigan's one of the most beautiful states there is. It's a buoy. I don't know for what. I don't think it's for fishing. It's for a buoy for something. Yeah, they sure have. And the Illiches. A lot of people put money into the city. Brought it back quite a way. We've got 3 casinos there. We got Motor City Casino. We've got MGM. And we have Greektown. So there's 3 casinos in the city. And that helped quite a bit too. So, and then there's also a casino right across. I'm looking right at it, that bluish building. That's Caesars, and that's in Windsor. So that's right across in Canada. I think that we'll probably be headed towards Toronto and then the Canadian side of the falls, Niagara Falls, in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We're putting, my roommate's putting new windows in his house. So I want to get out of the house for just a little bit. Hi, Tanya, how are you? Thanks for coming. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful, I said, beautiful walk, beautiful waterfront, all kinds of water sports you can do here. It's great. Tanya will be doing her collab with August and Grandma Kathy. That's starting at what, 10 or 11? I always forget, but it'll start right after I'm done here. So you guys go ahead and jump on creations with Tanya, also with August and Grandma Kathy. Always fun to watch them. Unfortunately, I will be a little bit late today because I'm doing the live stream and I'm about maybe 45 minutes from home. So by the time I get home, I'll just have to do the replay. Yes, that's what I'm going to try and do. I will go ahead and try and do a live stream from Detroit. I'll go ahead and I'll get up and do a live stream walking the streets. It's beautiful there. Take everybody walking around. I did a real nice video from there about maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago we were here. Jay Gupta, hi there. How are you? Hope you're doing good. People familiar, that is the city of Detroit, the Renaissance Center. And all little town. There's a few casinos over there. It's my home city, Detroit. I didn't actually grow up in Detroit. John, how are you? On a break? Welcome. Good to stop by. Back from 98 degrees in San Antonio or Corpus Christi. Padre Island area. Now we're 66 or 68 when I left this morning. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. We're going to walk a little more. We're going to follow it around. On the weekend, there's so many boats out here. Yeah, last week when we were in San Antonio, we were first day I did a live stream from South Padre, and it did well. The second day I did one from San Antonio, the Riverwalk. Got my best turnout ever. I had over 1,000 people viewing it. It's awesome. Appreciate everybody. Hello, how are you? Beautiful morning, nice and cool. Oh, it's beautiful. Everybody comes up here early morning, checks everything out. See some boats out. Now we're going to take a walk here. We're going to start looking at the Canadian side a little bit. Just had a big freighter pass here a little bit ago. Have a good day. So, a little bit more industrial. There used to be the, what is it, Canadian whiskey. Used to be, had a big building right here, and it's not here anymore. Yeah, the Gordie Howe Bridge now is open, or no? This one's Ambassador, the one farther down. Keep walking on down here. Now that's Canada, that's the Canadian side. Tanya, for you, Canadian side. Okay, Julia, thanks for stopping in for a few. Say hi. Have a good day. Tell Nolan we said hi. Tell everybody we said hi, and we'll talk to you real soon. Yep, that's your Canadian side, so I'm not excluding the Canadians. I don't see Dave here. He's Canadian too. Both of you guys yell at me every time I say I'm going to go to Toronto. But I'm planning on doing that probably the end of the month here, beginning of next month. My roommate's getting new windows put in, so I want to be out of the house when that's getting done. See a big old freighter coming down now. Don't go to Toronto. I know. Been years since I've been there. I know it's expensive. Watch this freighter sail by. Other one was way bigger. Yep. That's kind of wild, huh? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna spend the night, and I don't really know. We're not gonna do too much. We'll go walk up and down the waterfront, maybe do the CN Tower, and go out for dinner, and that's it in Toronto. Then we're gonna head on down to the Canadian side of the falls. Soy 94 is all complete. Well, it took them forever, but it's nice. I mean, I've seen some pictures. I've seen some of your videos, and I've seen Paul shooting pool. He said playing with his balls by himself. Shooting pool over a Wonderland. Looks really nice though, CJ. Looks like they did a great job. Only a few folks today. Yet last time I had so many people jumping in. Sorry, I'm just watching this freighter pass on by. It could be it's a Monday morning and Monday evening back there for you guys. I just want to watch a freighter just for a minute. There's a real big one came by a little while ago. Yeah, you know, we were in Niagara last year, but from the American side, I had turned my passport in and was more concerned about going there and getting back for myself than anything else. Hold on, I'm trying to get in the shade here for just a second, guys, so I can read. Yeah, that's the idea. We're going to go on over there. We're going to go ahead and try to spend a few days, just get away for a few days, just to go ahead so they can get the work done on the house and us not be in the way. And then we'll come back and we'll have one more good trip before we start heading on back. I don't know if we'll go to Myrtle Beach, or we'll go to, I don't know, somewhere down south, somewhere out west. We'll definitely do one more big trip before we start heading on back. See the freighters all coming. There's one. This is the channel side. The other side, they don't go up and down, just regular boats. You can see another freighter coming up behind it. Yeah, this is the big channel. It's so nice, great park here. Really enjoy coming out here, relaxing. I was gonna bring the bikes today. I got a bike rack for the back of the car. I was gonna bring it out, but we have some other stuff that we have to get done today and tomorrow. It's kind of a busy week. And after that, it calms down. It's really never a busy week when you're retired, right? Having a hard time seeing your comments because I'm walking into the sun, so I'll walk underneath the trees here. You can see all the freighters coming up and down. Very cool. Walk up by the shade so I can read the comments, people. Looks like YouTube isn't pushing today's video. Last week it went crazy. Okay, here now I can read. Let's see. Yeah, water's very clean here. It's constantly filtered, that's why. Thanks, Brett. Yeah, it's constantly filtering because it's coming, this water starts up at Lake Superior, and then it flows on down, and it comes down to the Sioux Locks, and then it comes over to Lake Michigan and Lake Huron. Of course, this comes from Lake Huron on this side of the of Michigan, the east side of Michigan, and goes into Lake St. Clair, down into Lake Erie, and then it'll flow into Lake Ontario. You live in Washington State, there you go. We want to get up there. I'll probably get there at some point to, maybe not this year, maybe next year it'll be on the list, going up and see Seattle. I'll take her around. I mean, I know Seattle's not the greatest place, but I mean, it's a nice city. I've been there several times, I like it, so maybe I'll take Cal there. It's definitely on the list of things to do. So we got a few more things. We planned to go on down to Myrtle Beach earlier, but of course they had a tropical storm come in and all the streets were flooded, so we decided against that, and we ended up driving around Lake Michigan. We started in Detroit and we drove completely around Lake Michigan, stopping in Milwaukee and Green Bay and Marquette. Yeah, that's definitely on the list. It may be the thing for us to do next year when we come. This year, I know we got one more good trip in us. We'll see where it's going to take us. I think that Myrtle Beach on down to Savannah and stuff like that is where it's going to be. Okay, I don't know if you can see where, let's see, is that? There's a little park over here. I know we drove down the whole coast. There's a little area over here that you can sit right across and walk down. Then you can also walk down by the city. There's a real nice park there. Alberta, there you go. I bet you that's beautiful. Yeah, Dave's not here today. He's from Ontario. I think that's where you're from too also, Tanya. I've been through Canada quite a bit when I was younger, but not probably for the last 25 years or so. I didn't do a whole lot of Canadian trips. So kind of hard. I've been through Vancouver. I've been up through Calgary during Stampede, which was probably 25, 30 years ago. And we went ahead and went out to Banff, drove. It was summertime, it wasn't ski season. I've been to Edmonton, and it's not, what's the mall called there in Edmonton? It used to be the world's biggest mall, I think, at one time. We drove there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Banff is beautiful. West Edmonton, is that what the mall was called? I can't remember. We flew in, I spent one night there. I just went up there for the mall. Nice to work for the airlines. I'm thinking that within the next week or something, we might fly into Minneapolis to go to the Mall of America. So maybe even next week you might see us in Minneapolis doing a live stream. I'll do a live stream from over there. I got lost skiing in Banff. That's crazy. That's a big resort area for sure. Okay, so you're close to Edmonton. There you go. West Edmonton Mall. Yeah, I couldn't remember. It's been there. I mean, I was there probably, God, 25, maybe more years ago. We went there, spent the night, went to the mall. That's all we did. Walk around the mall, come back out, and spend the night, and back on a plane and came back home. One of the perks of working for Delta Airlines. It's the same thing with what happened last week. We went ahead and checked out the flights. They look good. Hi, Nanette. How are you? Thank you for showing up. We're on Belle Isle. That's Canada across from us. The island actually belongs to the US and Michigan. It's on the other side. Anyway, I started saying that we went ahead and went to San Antonio last week and Corpus Christi and South Padre. And it wasn't a spur of the moment, but we just looked for when the flights were good. We went to, because we fly standby. We went to the airport, hopped on the plane, got there, a couple nights in Corpus Christi, a couple nights in San Antonio, and back home. Delta lost your luggage. That's hard to believe. Not really. Almost, I'll tell you, it's so bizarre when you deal with the airlines, because it's very complicated systems they have to connecting luggage when you're going from one place to another with a connection. And sometimes there's just not enough time to go ahead and connect, and sometimes it's just laziness. Looking back, that's all Windsor right there. That's the big city on the other side. I don't know if you can see, that's Detroit at the end. We'll come back and take a look again. Yeah, last week I had a huge turnout. I was shocked. Had 1,000 folks show up. So obviously YouTube went ahead and pushed the video, pushed it on shorts and everything else. And I was telling Cal I had 1,000 last week. I'll be lucky to get 100 this week. That's probably going to be true, but it'll make a difference. I still enjoy my walk. South China, what city would that be in, Brett? I've heard China's got the biggest of everything now. They're trying to, I guess they're in the process of building a building taller than the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. I think they're in the process of building one bigger than that. Yeah, Detroit is right across the river. So my home city is Detroit. Even though I never lived in the downtown area, the home city is Detroit. We lived in the suburbs. I've come to Detroit my whole life, coming in and out for concerts and festivals and all that stuff. Dongguan, okay. So right on the other side of Detroit is Canada. Right on the other side of the water there is Canada. And I'm going to cut across. They're still working on the fountain. I was hoping the fountain would be working. We have a big, beautiful fountain here, but it's been down all year and they're still working on it. So no fountain for us this year, maybe next year. This park that I'm walking in is called Belle Isle. And it's a little island in the middle of the water here, obviously Detroit River. On the one side is Canada, on the other side is the United States, Detroit, Michigan. And I've been coming here. It was really, really getting run down for a while. and then the city of Detroit gave it back to the state of Michigan. So now the state owns or is running Belle Isle, and it has changed dramatically. They put, you know, the path I'm walking on right now, it's all fresh blacktop. About 4 years ago, when I did a little, not a live stream, but a video here, this was all cracked up and broken. Everything was graffitied up. It was really rough. Here's Cal. Say hi, Cal. Cal says hi to everybody. Yep, they'll be coming up right after. Always do. Hi, Yads. How are you? I'm on a Yads trip right now. I'm walking, doing my walk through the park. Me and Yads like walking all the parks. She's got lots of videos walking in the park, and that's what we like to do too. We like to get going and walk through the parks. Lots of bike trails here too. So I was going to toss the bikes on today, but we just didn't have the time to go ahead and keep going after it was all said and done. So I know Bobby and Jai are headed back to the States. They should be leaving, Gary said, tomorrow. Nanette, you having a hard time sleeping, huh? Come out here, get some of this fresh air. Sleep like a baby. God, it was so cool here last night. Slept with the windows open and a light blanket on and slept like a baby. No air con here. We've been going ahead and using the air con for a long time. It's been real warm this year and it finally broke. Yep. Squirrel. Lots of wildlife here. I don't know if it's a squirrel or beaver. There's lots of beavers here too. There's the fountain. I'll show you the fountain real quick. Sorry I moved so quick. There's the fountain they're still working on. You can see it's all fenced off. It's a huge fountain, and when it's working, it's beautiful. But they've been working on it this whole summer. I was hoping it was going to be done before we came back this time. Like I said, I think maybe next week we might be in Minneapolis. We'll see. Do a live stream from downtown Minneapolis, walking around Minneapolis. Lots of flights between Detroit, Minnesota, Minneapolis. So we'll go there and walk around the Mall of America and walk around downtown Detroit or Minneapolis. Walking into the sun, you can see on the water. I'll walk a little farther. "30 minutes. Nice walk. I've been walking kind of slow. Haven't been walking too quick. A little bit of the orange fence here. Must be something going on. Maybe something falling over, rocks coming down or something. I don't know. Maybe the water was up. It's not up anymore. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you haven't, please. Helps the algorithm. Said last week we had a great stream. I was just stunned that I got over 1,000 folks in there. But it is a Monday morning here, Monday afternoon over Southeast Asia, so not everybody can go ahead and make it. Taking a break. All right, we'll take a walk on back this way. Head across. Go back to the other side. We'll go back over by the buffering. Anybody else having a problem, or is everybody else okay? There's all kinds of towers here. Can you guys see me or can hear me, or is it still buffering? I'll have to wait and see if Cal has it, because, okay, it's good now. They know they got all kinds of towers here, but I might have just got out of reach of one of the Detroit towers. And you have the Canadian side. I don't know if T-Mobile will work over there. Okay, that's good. So most people can see in here, so that's a good thing. So we're going to walk back across by the fountain. We'll go back on towards the American side. Big park. We would have brought the bikes. I think it's something like a 5-mile bike ride around. So it's not bad. It's all flat. Real easy ride. Real easy ride, so it's not hard to get around. There's the fountain right in front of us, and it's all closed off. I really don't know what the issue, why it's been closed for the whole summer. Yes, thank you, Brett. Appreciate it. This fountain is absolutely beautiful. It really, and they light it up at night. Whenever they had the Grand Prix here, they got it always working perfect, and then they moved the Grand Prix from Belle Isle back to the city of Detroit. And when they did, hey, Jake, good morning. Good to see you. Hope the Florida swamp is nice. Probably hot down there. So we just got back. We were in San Antonio, and it was 98 blistering degrees there. I felt like I was back in, yes, go blue. That's us too. I felt like I was back in Wuhan, and now we're here, and it's kind of cool. I'm enjoying it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, folks, please. YouTube not pushing today's video. Last week I had so many folks come on that I didn't recognize. I didn't know who they were. But I do this because I want to talk to my friends anyway, so that's always good. The videos are done because I want to talk to people from Thailand, Philippines, all my friends there. When I'm over in Thailand and Philippines, I want to talk to my friends back home. So, wow, 88% humidity. Jeez, that's warm. Had to be what it was last week when we were there. It was warm. We walked around, and I can't believe how steamy it was. So we're taking the way back, long way back around to the U.S. side. I won't say way back, we're going to the U.S. side. Through Belle Isle Park. Some of these buildings are quite old. This one's not so bad, but if you go, we have an arboretum, all the old, they have all the flowers, cactus. That place has been around since, there's an aquarium, both been around here for probably about the better part of 100 years. Kind of neat to go see. I did the video here before. We went to the aquarium, we went to the arboretum. Middle of winter though, but it was kind of cool to do. Hoping I can get through here somewhere. They might have me fenced off. Might have to walk all the way around, but I got time. Not in no hurry. Yeah, they got me all fenced off here. Don't want you to go to the parking lot. Okay. Okay, I can't read any of that, so 12 days against New Mexico. Sharon won't be coaching though. I think he's missing the first 2 days, first 2 games. They got the big penalty. You can still see the water and everything back that way. You know what? I'm Irish and I've never been to, and I work for the airlines and I've never been to Ireland. Is it 3 games? I thought it was 2, but anyway, they'll probably put them all the first few games when they're not playing anybody. Actually, Michigan's schedule is very, very nice this year, but on the other hand, we have a brand new quarterback. A lot of new people coming in. And this goose poop on the sidewalk actually looks like dog poop. These geese poop so much. Looks like dogs running around pooping. Okay, we're gonna walk on up here. We'll go back over by the water, so you guys all get to see that. So you can see the island's not that big because right there is the canal. It's the trench. That's a trench. It's where all the freighters go through. And on the other side, we'll go through it's all Detroit River, but we'll go through the other side, and the big boats don't go that way. The freighters don't go that way. Actually, it looks like they're changing colors already, and a bit early for that. Up north should be changing colors in about another 2-3 weeks. We are here in the U.S. until the middle of October, so we basically have 2 more months here. Then we're heading back, and next year we're going to leave a bit earlier to come back to the States, but we're not going to stay till October. We're going to come back earlier. Say what, Tanya? What did I say? I don't remember. I'm just rambling. I like Michigan. Michigan's great. Go back to Wuhan. It's beautiful. We'll stay there for the winter time. I don't like Michigan in the winter. That's for sure. And it's not the snow, and it's really not the cold. The thing I don't like the most is that it's dark at 5 o'clock at night, and then it doesn't get light until 8 o'clock in the morning. That's the thing I dislike the most about winter here. Old building. See, now this is how this place looked about 5 years ago. Everything was fenced up and closed. And now they've got most of the places open. This place is clean. I think it's probably going to open as something soon, maybe next year. Yeah, they call it the casino, but it's not actually going to be a casino. But anyway, yeah, I mean, these places, there's so many great places here. Hi, Ms. Kayak. How are you? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Yeah, there's so many great places here, and a lot of them, almost everything was closed on this island 5 years ago. And now they're getting everything all cleaned up and back in operating order, and it's actually very beautiful here. I'll take a look at this little bridge real quick first before I head on back around. Yeah, this is Belle Isle. Kind of a cool little island in the middle of the Detroit River, in between Canada and the United States. I'm just going to go on this bridge and I'm going to walk back because we have to walk on down the other way towards the Detroit River. Yeah, everything was pretty destroyed here for quite a while. And the city of Detroit gave the park back to the state of Michigan, and they've really gone ahead and put a lot of time and work into getting it back nice. And still see some of the old buildings they're working on. They are getting them back up. That building, I'm not sure if it was that one or not, but one of these buildings was a total wreck. Oh, right in front of us you can see the arboretum. All the plants and stuff, the blue windows. Just want to cross over the bridge. So pretty here. Paul, welcome. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. You see they got, all the cities now have these things, these little electric scooters you pay for with your credit card. What happens is they drive them as far as they go, then they die and they just leave them. I'd hate to be the company that has to run around and pick them up all over to recharge them, but and up on the bridge. This bridge is older than me, I'm sure. Fear of the Walking Dead. That's not me. I'm not the Walking Dead. We'll walk across on the other side and we'll come back. Straight ahead of us is the Arboretum, all the plants and stuff. It is so cool. It's one of our favorite places to go. You go in there in the middle of winter time and you open it up and walk inside, you just feel the humidity immediately. It's like going to Thailand and getting off the plane. Okay, we'll take this little path back on over to the American side. Yeah, for the holidays, they got all the picnic tables out and there's hardly a place to sit out here. It really gets packed. Yeah, very nice park. Like I said, this is one of the nicer parks and it really got in disrepair over the last 25 years or so. And then the city of Detroit gave it back. I don't know if you, yep, that's the garden, that's the Arboretum. I don't know if you guys can see that right in front of you. Hold on, let me zoom in. That's the Arboretum. So that's all the plants. That thing is probably more than 100 years old. I don't know where the aquarium is from here, honey. Yeah, it's not too far. That's the Arboretum. That's all the plants. And like I said, it's probably 100-year-old. They got an aquarium here that's, I don't know if it's 100 years old, but it's old. If I was here on Saturday or Sunday, it would be jam-packed. You probably wouldn't be able to walk across the streets up and down like I am right now. Oh, there's the city of Detroit. Let me zoom in for you guys there. Nice look at the Renaissance building. That's the city of Detroit. All right, we're going to walk a little farther. We'll get up on the Detroit River, back on the American side. We were walking down the Canadian side. There's a marina on this island, so you can go ahead and you can, if you have a boat, motorboat, sailboat, whatever, you can pull up and dock at the marina here. There's, what else? There's a golf course on the island. There's an aquarium, the Arboretum, a wildlife exhibit. There's all kinds of stuff. You can come here, and if you want to spend it, and it doesn't cost much because it is run by the state. So, you know, it's not expensive. It's not like you're coming in and paying $20 for each one of them. You come in and pay a couple bucks to go see everything. So it's really neat. But you have to have the parking permit to come in. It's a Michigan, or not, yeah, Michigan parking permit. Gets you into all the parks. So nice out this morning. It's not hot, so I'm not sweating my butt off. It's not crazy, busy, so that's cool. Head on back towards the fountain because we parked over that way. Yeah, it's a very, I think it's more than 5 miles circumference all the way around. So if you're going to go ahead and walk it, I think it's more than 5 miles to walk around the whole park. That's just walking around the outside. Then you have all the other roads and everything else that's in the middle, and it's quite large. So you can see there's all these monuments, and So go back here. See all these monuments and everything else. Beautiful park. Great place for a picnic. So we'll keep on walking, following the footpaths if we can find them. Beautiful park. Nice day. Seems like everybody wanted to see San Antonio, though. Nobody wants to see Michigan. Could I be the only person that loves Michigan? I don't know. Miss Kayak will probably be doing another kayaking video at the end of the week. It won't come out for a couple weeks, but we'll probably be doing a kayaking video towards the end of the week. So we're gonna walk on back. We have to go on back this way. That is where we parked. Yeah, San Antonio's beautiful, but it was hot. I don't know, the heat would get to me. I mean, you know, that's why we left out of Hua Hin for the summer. It's just too hot for us. Just too hot for us in the summer over there. There's Detroit in front of us. There's a little booth that checks all your stuff. I think we're supposed to come across on the next bridge. Oh well, we can walk on up to that street there. We'll walk up to the little footpath that way. A lot of history in Detroit. There's Greenfield Village, Henry Ford Museum. There's all kinds of things to go ahead and see for that. If you go up north, obviously you've got Fort Mackinac, you got the Mackinac Bridge. Lots of history, not history per se, you know, a couple hundred years, but still history. We got to South Padre Island last week, and man, it was windy and the waves were crashing. People surfing everywhere. Big tide, big surf. Went back in the morning to do a live stream, and I was thinking it was going to be the same thing, and it looked like a sheet of glass, almost no waves at all. Wind had died down and nothing going on at all. So there's the U.S. flag. Flying over Belle Isle. It is an American island. I said I think that maybe next week will be in Minneapolis, walking around doing a tour there. Just a walking tour, then we'll go to the Mall of America. And then I know at the end of the month, we're going to go ahead and head on out for probably 3 or 4 days at the most. We're going to go to Toronto for overnight, down to Canadian Niagara Falls, and back around. My roommate, CJ, you know him, Paul, you know him, Randy, he's having new windows put in his house, so we kind of want to get out of the way, move everything to the center of the room, and take off for a few days. City of Detroit at the end, and that's the booth we came in at right there. Just keep on walking. Been on for 54 minutes. I should have good thinking one of those is a cell tower. I hope one of those is a cell tower. Hopefully you guys are seeing everything good. And we'll keep walking until we get back by the river. This is the Belle Isle Bridge we're coming up on. That's where everybody's coming in from. You can see it right through these trees. It's a big bridge. Brings you over from Detroit to here. I don't know if I could see it better over there. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me, the like button, if you haven't. Helps the algorithm. I think when I start doing my live streams, I'm going to put down live from San Antonio and see if I get a bunch of people show up even when I'm someplace else. So this will take you back on out and right on down to Detroit. Everybody's just coming in. The bridge right up there. Take you across. All right, time to play Frogger and get across. Follow the walking path. Actually, we've probably walked about a third of the island, so not bad for an hour's worth of walk and talk. Follow the footpath back over to the American side of the Detroit River. Everything's so green right now, so pretty. Yeah, we'll have to go ahead and bring the bikes up here one day, honey. Bring the bikes up and go riding. I got a bike rack that goes on the back of our car. I'll just toss that on, put the bikes up, and ride around the island. So there's a San Antonio video I posted yesterday with all the little things we did. And I told the story last week, and I'll tell it again. We got there right after I did my, hold on, right after we did our live stream last week. We were coming back, and you know how they have the timeshare condos. So we were walking back, and a young man come up trying to talk us into doing the timeshare tour. They offered us free tickets for the barge, the riverboat. They offered us carriage ride tickets for nighttime. They offered us $75 in food vouchers. And they also offered us 2 nights free stay in any Wyndham hotel. But you had to go do the tour. I told the kid, no, I'm not going to buy. I'm not interested. I live in Thailand. I don't need it, everything else. And he still insisted, well, he's got to make his quota, so he doesn't really care if you're buying or not. So we said, okay, fine. We came back, met him, went to the condos to do the tour. I told the lady there that I wasn't interested, didn't want to waste her time. They did their whole spiel. After we were done, told her, no, I'm not buying anything, not interested. She takes us to another lady who goes ahead and tries to sell us some more stuff. And told her no. Well, that lady kind of got snotty about it. Turned around, gave us our little packet of stuff. So we had all the packet of everything. And we went up to the Tower of the Americas. That's the big thing that looks like the Sky Needle in Seattle. We went up to that, or the CN Tower, not as tall as that though. We went up to the top of that. That's usually 20 for her and 15 for me since I'm an old fart. And then we had some food up at the top. Sorry guys. Had some food at the top. Used the food voucher. So basically we had food and got to the top for free. Came back down, went to the Riverwalk, took the boat ride all around the Riverwalk. That's another $30 that we used for free. Then we did the carriage ride at the end of the night, and that's a $55 deal. And we still had $50 in coupons, so we stopped at Margaritaville. Had a couple margaritas and some buffalo wings, and the whole day was free just for doing an hour and a half or so of a tour. So, like I said, kind of a pain in the butt to do, but well worth money. And we still have 2 nights left at Wyndham for all the way up until I think it's February of next year. So maybe we'll use that this year before we head on back. Win, win, win for sure. I mean, I had to spend a little bit of time, you know, kind of an hour and a half, but when you figure out I probably saved just being there $225, $230. Better $230 in my pocket than theirs. They gave me all the free stuff, and I still have 2 nights of hotels, so we'll use them somewhere before we go. Down to 4 folks, and we're coming up on the Detroit River part of it, our U.S. portion, kind of almost where we started. We'll walk back over to the Mauihowey Roadster, family roadster. It's up farther, a little farther there. We'll take a look at the beautiful city as we're walking up. So that is Detroit again, guys. We made a big circle, and we actually cut through the island, so we only did like about a third of it. So if I was gonna walk, I could have walked for another probably hour easy. Everybody coming up with their bikes. Got their bikes on the back. I'm gonna go around big biking area here. And that's the Belle Isle Bridge. That's what I was just showing everybody when we're walking by. That's how you get across from the U.S. side over here. It's not too bad. It's you know, they don't charge on a bridge, but you have to it's called a Michigan passport. They give you buy a little sticker, goes in your windshield, gets you into all these state parks, and I think that's like $14 a year. My windshield's covered with park passes. I got one for Ypsilanti parks, one for Michigan parks, one for national parks. I got so many stickers in my windshield, it's crazy. I said, if you haven't had a chance, go ahead and jump on and watch that San Antonio video. It was really cool. I show you all the tickets and different things we did there. Lots of fun. I highly recommend San Antonio if you have a chance to get on down that way, and South Padre Island. I guess if I would have to do it again, I probably would have driven down to Brownsville and gone to South Padre Island down there rather than Corpus Christi, but both beautiful beaches, so still a lot of fun. So that's the Renaissance. The bridge there is the Ambassador Bridge. And behind that is another one called the Gordie Howe Bridge. They are either just finished it or just finishing it. The Gordie Howe Bridge is going to be just for trucks, so that this bridge will be freed up for car traffic and it won't be near as busy as it's been. The Renaissance, which GM just moved out of. That's a new apartment or hotel condominium complex right, where are we? Where's my finger? Right there. That's brand new. It's been built in the last couple of years. Of course, they don't build stuff like they do back in Thailand, where in Bangkok they started building the queue and it was literally done in a year. They built the Onus in about a year and a half, and then there's the one across the street in Bangkok, I forget the name of it. That was built. We went ahead and came into Bangkok in 22. Went to Hua Hin. We came back about 6 months later, and it went from like being half done to being almost completely finished. So when they want to finish things up, they do it in a hurry. All right, so there's the Mauihowey family roadster. Gets us everywhere. So let me turn this around. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go ahead and enjoy the rest of their morning, afternoon, or evening. I know it's late in the evening back in Thailand, but it's early morning, so I'll let everybody get back to what they want to do. Hope you enjoyed walking with me today. Next week, hopefully it's Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'll go ahead and walk there and do a live stream. But thanks for showing up, and don't forget to check out yesterday's video I just posted from San Antonio. I thought it came out pretty good. And then there'll be another kayaking video or something coming up real quick. All right, folks, have a great morning, noon, and afternoon. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.